of supernode for solving the problem. So let's take a numerical. So I have taken a problem having a current source of 1 ampere and a voltage source of 1 ohm. Resistances are 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm, and these two are 2 ohm individuals. Objective is to get current flowing through 1 ohm resistance using nodal analysis. Let's mark all the nodes. So I will consider this as a node with potential VA. This node of potential VB, and this node I am considering VC. So obviously fourth node will be a reference one. Let's mark all branch currents. Because of current source it is fixed, and for remaining I am marking random current directions. Let's apply KCL to node A. At A, 4 branches are connected and one incoming current, that is 1 ampere, and the remaining 3 branch currents are outgoing. So let's write the equation. Incoming current is just 1 ampere equal to, for this outgoing current started at A ending on C, resistance is 3. This outgoing current started at A ending at B, resistance is 2 ohm. For this 1 ohm started at A ending on reference, so it's VA minus 0 divided by 1. After rearranging the terms, I will get equation VA coefficient 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus VB coefficient is minus 1 by 2 plus VC coefficient is minus 1 by 3 equal to 1. Equation number 1 I will get. Now I cannot apply KCL to node B and C directly because there is a voltage source between B and C. So whenever such condition occurs, this is forming a supernode. But before applying KCL to supernode, let's write equation of this voltage source. So equation of voltage source. Voltage source is present between points B and C and positive polarity at B whereas negative at C. So I can say VB minus VC equal to 1. This is equation number 2. Now to get a third equation, I need to apply KCL to supernode. How we are going to forming a supernode? We are considering between point B and C, this voltage source is not there, it's simply a straight wire. So I will redraw the circuit by considering this modification. So I will get circuit having only one current source because voltage source we have considered as a short circuit. Rest of things will remain intact. That means this will be VA. Here it is VB, VC, reference, current source of 1 ampere. This is 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm. This is also 2 ohm. This is 1 ohm. And current directions are also same. Now this is forming a supernode. Combination of two nodes is a supernode, and I have to apply KCL to supernode. Meaning, I have to consider how many branches are connected to these two nodes simultaneously. So here 1 and 2 for B, 1, 2, 3 for this C. So if I consider a total effect, I am having this branch current as incoming, this is outgoing. This is outgoing, outgoing, and this is incoming. So in all, I am having 2 branches incoming and 3 branches outgoing. So let's write equation for incoming currents. This is incoming current A to B. So VA minus VB divided by 2. Another incoming current is this 3 ohm current. So VA minus VC divided by 3 equal to remaining 3 are outgoing currents. So for this outgoing current, it is VB minus 0 divided by 2 plus this is also outgoing current VC minus 0 divided by 2, and let's not forget this current which is also between points A and C, and for C it is outgoing and it is having a fixed value of 1 ampere. So KCL to supernode will give me this equation. Let's simplify. So I will get VA 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, VB minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, VC I am getting minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2, and constant I will keep as it is equal to 1. Equation number 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Solution will give you VAS 0.4063 volt, VB 0.09375 volt, and VC I will get minus 0.90625 volt. Objective is to get current flowing through 1 ohm resistance. So voltage drop for 1 ohm resistance is VA minus 0. So current flowing through 1 ohm resistance will be VA minus 0 divided by 1. After substituting the value of VA, I will get answer 0.4063 ampere. Since I am getting a positive answer, that means whatever direction I have assumed is correct. So it is downward. So this will be a complete answer. So here we have seen so many numericals where nodal analysis is one of the powerful techniques that we have learned till now. So henceforth, for any theorem related problem, we are going to use nodal analysis. Thank you.